Start over.
All right, guys, welcome back, openers.
We had to pay our Comcast bill, y'all.
Xfinity ain't Xfinity in the way it needs to Xfinity right now.
Thank you.
So, we're back, and we are in the middle of our segment that we like to call Open Up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was trying. I was reaching.
Oh, you want me to say world famous again? Oh, sorry.
Okay, the world famous Open Up. So, we were getting into the place where we're talking about there is no manual. We don't really have a guide for Black queer relationships or how to even show up for people. And we're all just kind of out here figuring it out. And my question today is related to what do we do when we see that there's a couple out there that's hit a rough patch or calls it quits, or like how are we showing up for people that are in relationships? Tonight I want to talk about what it means to support each other, not just when it's fun, not just when we're turning up and having a good time, but when the wheels fall off, what are we doing for each other? Because Black queer love is magic, and
Period.
It also requires work, and we weren't meant to do all of this work alone. So how are we helping each other? All right, let me start with this. We've all seen a couple we know go through it, whether it be like on social media, whether it's loud and messy, or even if it's like something real subtle where, hey, I noticed that his partner hasn't been coming to brunch lately. And in those moments, like, how are we showing up? Like, where's the space that we find to kind of step in? Is it our place? What are we doing in those situations? Like, what is your gut move when someone in our community is clearly struggling in their relationship? Do you reach out, or how do you do that? And I got some other questions to go along with that, but I want to start with that. Like, what do you do?
I think when a couple is breaking up, and I've seen couples break up and I've broken up. I think that I would expect for my true friends to reach out to make sure that I'm okay, to try to find out what it is I want to do and how I'm feeling, like how I want to move about it. I think oftentimes it becomes like you have to go with A or B. Like you have to pick a side. And I think that if y'all have mutual friends, you don't really have to pick a side, and you can still support us individually without supporting or have an opinion on if we get back together or not. Go ahead.
So let's talk about like whatever your breakup, like
Sure.
What does that support look like?
To me, support is, I feel love from a conversation and presence. So if I'm going through something, I would hope my friends want to be around. And they want to, not just to talk about the breakup, just to take my mind off of the heaviness of that. And I support my friends by paying attention to what it is that they like or what makes them feel good. Because a lot of my friends don't like to talk through their problems, but they do want somebody in the midst of them while they're going through it. So I kind of just navigate it based on that.
I recently had this situation a few years ago. A close friend of mine got divorced, and I think it was just important for me and that friend group to be there to support them, but really just support them in different ways than you would have supported them in that relationship. Like, for example, like it could be extending an invite, to a one-on-one situation, whereas like otherwise you may have considered their partner, in the equation. Because sometimes people need to talk through things and they need to work through some of their emotions because they're literally figuring out what their life is like without this person. Mm-hmm. So it was just important for us to just be that support system for them, listening ear when needed, but also like offer different, real talk about, what it is to date. Or maybe you don't know what you're doing out there. Maybe you need to consider this.
Right.
So I think you have to be real with that friend as well.
Yeah, like speaking from my personal experience, just like being married, I found that a lot of times that I look to like those people whose relationship that I kind of watch from afar, and are like just generally interested in, like maybe not envious, but like I've literally found myself reaching out to people like when my relationship was in chaos of like, and you know, I feel like when you're in like panic mode, you kind of reach for straws. Right. Yeah, you're reaching.
Help.
And a lot of times it's not your immediate community might not have the answers that you necessarily need, but you're still out there looking. So it's for me, it's weird where you find relief in those spaces. But Rodney, like, I had a question. I was thinking specifically of you, like, because I know that you're a lot of times when it comes to your relationship, like you're a private person, like you're not one that's going to have your mess out on the street or whatever. And do you feel like people hesitate to reach out or even like talk when they know that a couple's going through something? Has that been your experience or?
To be quite frank and honest, I'm always the strong friend. I don't really have people I feel like I know how to reach out to. Honestly, like I just,
taking care of everybody.
Probably my mom, but like I don't think that's always a good thing too. Like, because it's hard because I don't really see, and I hope this will come out wrong. A lot of successful gay relationships, I can reach out to somebody and say, hey, I know if I had an issue, I can call on Tom and Joe. I don't have that.
So what type of support would you want to, like, what type of support would you want to see from your queer circle, queer community?
I would just want them to first hear me out and just be there first. Like, if I'm breaking up or whatever the situation is, just come sit with me. I don't need you to talk. I just want you to just sit there and let me cry. Then probably next day, then we can talk about what's going on. But right now, I don't want to talk. I just want to cry and probably just lay on my friend's shoulder, probably watch a movie, eat ice cream, like just chill, and then face the music the next day.
So it's the physical presence.
Yeah.
Like you want somebody that's going to be there that you can feel, smell, touch, whatever.
Yeah.
That is going to sit with you in whatever emotion that you have.
Exactly.
I get it. I've been there.
I'm the type that will repeat this, not the same conversation, but I'll talk you down about it 1,000 times before I make a decision in a relationship. And I need my friends to be open to that. I need my friends not to be like, okay, he said this before. Hopefully, hey, I said it yesterday when I felt like yesterday. Today, I feel like today. And that's still my process of walking through it. Because a lot of times, I'm living it and feeling it and trying to make people aware of what I'm feeling so they feel included. So I'm doing all that at the same time. So I'm not just translating for myself. I'm translating for y'all too, so y'all know what y'all's friend is going through. So when I can't show up for you, you understand everything that I'm already carrying.
And that's a really thin line. Like, that's a thin line to walk. Like, I get what you're saying.
Trust me.
Like, where your emotions will be from one place to another, like where day to day. From a friend standpoint, it's like, all right, how do I support that? Like what is, like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, you're all over the place, and I want to support you, and I gotta be there for you. But it's like, for me, I'm the person that's always, like you said, like, I'm going to try to talk you down off of that ledge. And especially when it comes to relationships, unless there's something like abuse or just something that is just completely off the window, like, I want relationships to stay together. Unless there's something that's just toxic. So
I'm going to say this, though. If you that friend that go through the same repeated cycle over and over again, don't call me.
With the same person or the
don't
same
call
relationship?
Me. Do not call me with the same situation that I told you about the last 10 times. I have learned that I have people that does, and it's draining. It's the same stuff every other week. Same situation.
So openers, Rodney has spoken. Do not call him. Don't ask him for shit. Don't call him for shit. He is unavailable.
I walk a thin line with that because...
Really?
I walk a thin line with that statement because I am probably that friend. Because it's hard for me to visualize something that I wanted to last, realize in real time is not lasting, and still be able to push through and move on with work, friends, family, all that at the same time. So I may call you multiple times and say, damn, why did you do this? Or damn, why did I do that? Da, 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 da. It's because I'm still in shock because what I dreamed about happening, literally the opposite is happening.
So let me put clarity on it. I'm not talking about when it happened one time. I'm talking about next week he did the same thing, last week, this week.
The pattern is shown.
We're going to have different issues. I'm gonna be
Yeah, please, different issues.
Cedric said, I'm torn on this. I prefer to seek advice from someone totally disconnected from the situation to minimize judgment and taking sides. I agree. Maybe. I don't know. For
agree.
me, in this situation,
Talks like someone draining.
Okay, so if I'm witnessing someone going through a rough patch, I think my first instinct is to ask, what do you need? What do you need from me?
Okay.
But I'm also that friend, depending on how close we are, like I'll pull up.
Yeah.
Because you can say that, oh, I'm good, I'm all right, like I just need some alone time. But if I don't hear from you for 2-3 days, I'm going to just pull up. And there are times where the pull up could be very therapeutic. Because sometimes people need the physical presence.
They may not even know it.
Well, I think they know that they need it. They just don't accept it. Because I think that physical presence at the time becomes a gift. And a lot of times we reject gifts, especially when we're hurting. But I'm also that person. So that's why I say I can see both sides of it. To Rodney's point, I'm also the strong friend. I do have people who I can reach out to. There are people who I trust and people who I can trust with my stuff. It's just been more of I'm also private. Like I could go through a breakup, but you might not even know I've been in a relationship.
I ain't that damn private. But I was like, damn, bitch, when did you get it?
Damn.
But like
Because when I get one, I ain't telling y'all.
All right.
We definitely find out.
we would know.
Eventually.
You're going to tell.
Why? I'm going to have a new glow.
What about the second part? We're going to get to the second part?
What's the second part?
So, what second part?
When someone's struggling to hold it together.
We will get there. We might have to do a part 2. I got a couple more questions.
I think I wanted to add on another layer there because sometimes your friend is wrong. Okay.
I was just about to say that.
And I will be real with you. If you are wrong, you are wrong. If both parties are wrong, I'm going to tell you both y'all wrong. So I'm sorry. I'm just that person.
You're only going to get half the story from a friend. So,
but that's why I ask
People
further
tell a
questions
story that makes them look like a victim.
I'm going to say this, though, because, God,
I'm the person to tell the whole
So a situation where I know that my friend was wrong in, right? I'm a friend, and in the day, I'm your friend, but shit hit the fan. The shit came out.
Yeah.
And when stories being told to other people, it was a different story that I know to be true. So people, that is right. People make their story look good.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, did you see
I'm
his
gonna still stick
line?
beside him. Like for me, I'm gonna still stick beside him.
No, I sniff bullshit a mile away.
Like publicly, but like in quietly, like friend, like you ain't tell me all that.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I'm gonna still stick beside you, but you ain't tell me.
It becomes a problem when people start to tell themselves things and that become their reality.
Yeah. And that's,
yeah.
and that's
He
psychotic.
did me wrong,
Yeah.
but in reality, you actually did them wrong. And I'll be like, just because your truth doesn't mean it's actually the truth.
For me, I don't know if it's actually like I don't know if the details are important. For me, it's more of this person is hurting, and
Even
at
if they
some
was in the
point,
wrong.
If they caused the hurt.
even if you cause the hurt,
They
it
still
doesn't-
need console too.
So the
'cause they
thing
need
is,
to
like, at
learn.
some
Like if
point,
you cut your arm off and like
I know
if
y'all
you
gonna let me talk.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I forgot
But
you were
at
sitting there
some
silently.
point, at some point, you're going to be on the other side of this,
Yeah.
and this is going to be a non-factor.
Yeah.
And so you're going to heal from this, just like you healed from the last one, just like you healed from the one before that. Like this isn't the first time you got your heart broken,
broken
even
heart.
whether you contributed to it or not.
You nice.
That
We
doesn't
should have a
mean-
sidebar about accountability.
I mean, I think accountability is important. Like I've had a friend reach out to me,
Transparency.
and she told me when I was wrong in a relationship, and I appreciated that because at that moment I was like, "Damn, you're right."
Yeah.
I got one more question. I got one more question. If we got time, we'll go to what happens when we crashing out. But
Hey, from Canada.
What happens when we crash it out?
Jazz Wonder.
and this was more so like I had Meech and Wally and I had the combination of Meech and Wally when I was coming up with this question, but because you guys aren't
In a relationship?
you aren't as supportive of the non-traditional open poly those type relationships, but do you feel like
Wait, who you talking about?
Wally is.
Wally is?
What's my name? What's my name?
Rodney.
What's my name?
Did I said Wally? No, I meant Meech and Rodney.
Okay.
Meech and Rodney. But do you think that open or poly relationships get less support when they end from other queer folk?
Shit, you got more people.
Yes.
I'm gonna say
Most
no. I'm gonna say no. If it ended in a way it just ended, then yeah. But if it ended in lies and deceits, then I'm probably gonna be. I'm gonna be there for my friend. I'll make sure I say that. But I'm gonna tell my friend in quiet, bitch. You know you wrong.
Can you go back to the question from?
So the question was, do you feel like people who are in open or poly relationships get less support or even less empathy when that relationship is ending, or you've gone through a breakup? Yeah. Like a lot of times I feel like when I see it break, when the chatter that I hear, it was like, well, child, you know, he was open anyway. He was with X, Y, and Z too.
That's horrible.
So, yeah.
I think that anything that is not commonly understood gets less support anyway. So it just complicates when you add relationships on top to it. Like you mentioned earlier in the segment, you said that we're not raised on how to be with each other, how to love each other, how to support each other. I think it's hard enough for two gay black men to be friends along moving forward to a relationship. And then when you add another party in, it's just so complicated because it's three journeys coming together to do something that they all want to do. I just think that's so hard. But do I think they get less support? I would probably say, I would rephrase and say they get less respect.
I'm going to jump on that because I think it's very important to identify I think it's very important to identify how you consider support, because a lot of times in those situations, the people who you consider your support system aren't rooting for you. A lot of times in these poly or open relationships, they already believe it's going to fail.
Damn.
Yes, you're right. No, yeah,
I would agree with that statement.
Yeah, so
they don't seem like long-term
it's not respected from the very beginning. Like people have gamified the idea of poly or open relationships to like y'all just out here doing any and everything.
Yeah, like it's like a fun thing to do. Not you looking at Rodney like that.
But all right, I think our time we're running out of time. So look, we might not have a rule book for queer love, especially when it comes to non-traditional relationships. But what we do have is each other. At the end of the day, there is no perfect way to support love. Just don't be weird, and just don't be weird and silent when somebody needs you. Showing up doesn't always mean fixing things. It doesn't always mean like having a solution, but it does mean checking in and being present for whatever your friend or your community needs. We're all out here building relationships on our own terms and doing it on the fly without a book. So speak up, and if nothing else, bring wine.
Bring wine. I like that. Yeah, I like the segment today.
Bring something.
Right. So Wally, go ahead. Why don't you help these people get their life?
Yeah.
And
We did.
play the game.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello. Thank you very much, Randall. My name is Wally. And welcome to a segment I like to call Get Your Life and Play the Game. So, I was watching a podcast today about artificial intelligence, and it's going to be taking over the world. They're going to have a mind of its own. It's just going to be like really human intelligence, in the future. And so I thought to myself, what if we got AI to do some shit for us? And that's what I came up with. The game is AI do that shit for me. So
Okay.
we have
You laugh at your own shit.
I know, right? We have 7 scenarios where AI will give you extra support. Tell me if that would be nice or is diabolical. And once we go through all the scenarios, you have to tell me which 3 you choose and why. So, the first one is communicate to my partner for me when we're in the middle of an argument. Would that be nice or is that diabolical?
Diabolical.
Nice.
I need to know what kind of argument it is.
Diabolical for
I
me.
don't know.
Because no, is it an argument in person or in text?
See, you got
That's a good point out.
Because if it's by text, like I ain't gonna lie, I
You
use
use
AI.
chat for?
Yeah, I would, because a lot of
Does
times
he know this?
I'm sure he does.
He knows now.
Yeah, I mean he does now, but a lot of times it's like, hey, ChatGPT, soften this for me.
Okay.
I like that though.
I like that.
Because
Yeah.
you would have an automatic hard response.
like
Yeah,
that.
like especially in times of conflict, like my word, to my husband, like my words can be very direct because it's like they're or concise, whatever words you want to use. But sometimes with him, it does take a little finesse when I'm heated, I would much rather spit it out how I want to spit it and then say soften it. And
All right.
yeah,
I like that.
No, I
text.
want them delivered wholeheartedly from me, okay? Because I don't argue with people, but if we are in a heated debate, then I want my
the
point.
ends justifies the means. As long as the outcome of it is like this argument is over, you feel better, I feel better, we've communicated it. Like, oh, okay, thank you, ChatGPT.
Okay.
I think it's nice. 'Cause I can be mean.
I'm gonna go with nice.
Okay. The second scenario, AI, give me head on demand.
What?
Is that nice or diabolical?
Like the computer is sucking your dick?
No, tell AI translating it to your person for you to tell them
Oh.
to give you head.
Or who knows? We could have a whole individual,
my
living in
God.
your house. You never know.
I mean,
Diabolical.
no, I'm going to disagree because like right
Diabolical.
now they said the same thing about fleshlights and pocket pussies, and y'all are out here
You know what? That
fucking
is
silicone.
yeah.
So if AI can
Give you what you need
if AI
on
will give that
demand.
gok, then
Hey.
go.
That's the question.
Get it how
is
you
to tell
live.
it to your partner. Have AI translate it to your partner for you.
Have AI translated to your partner.
Yeah, when you telling your partner to give you head on demand, you asking AI to translate it for you.
Hey, sure.
Diabolical.
That's what it said.
That's diabolical. Yeah, I should like I should
Y'all
have
done turned this game around.
He holding us accountable.
words mean things.
Yeah, I think it's diabolical. Go to the
Yeah, that's diabolical. I don't need a computer to tell my husband.
Yeah.
I think I know the answer to this one, but go to work for me and give me a report out after it's done.
nice.
Nice.
Beautiful.
I would even say necessary.
Right.
Necessary. Okay.
Attend family functions and put out random memories to relate.
Diabolical.
Diabolical.
Needed.
Not. It's not
Nice.
personable at all.
Nice.
Nice.
For family
Wow.
memories.
Nice.
That's horrible.
yes.
That's horrible.
But that is nice though,
Oh,
because some
please.
family members like you don't want to talk to.
yeah. All
some-
kinfolk ain't kinfolk. Like,
If
come
you
on
doing
now.
like an overview of the weekend or the family reunion or something, okay. But
The
if you
AI
doing
could be
something
like,
heartfelt,
"Oh, remember that
that's like
time?"
somebody y'all yeah, y'all
You
gotta
know,
do
and
it
people go down a
yourself.
rabbit hole for 2 hours.
Girl.
All right, what's that?
Kevin, we love you.
What can we say?
He said, for Randall segment, play Destiny Child's girl.
And you need somebody to talk to, girl.
Yes.
All right, go ahead. What's the next one?
Fifth scenario, but this is a caveat. So cook dinner for me and fly my flats hard, please. So the caveat is that your partner can also use this AI to cook for you. So would you do it?
As long as it takes.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Necessary.
That would
nice.
eliminate. Let me tell you, that would eliminate the.
But your
most,
partner cooks really good.
My partner cooks amazing, but you have no idea the violence that it took to get to this level of peace.
Okay.
Okay, my partner is an amazing cook. I love his food down. But our most common argument in the house is what you want to eat.
Oh.
That is a daily, like...
We need that clip.
That
I
can
can't
be.
stand that conversation.
When we put our AI out for this episode, we need that clip, that statement you just
Number 6 is talk dirty to my partner and get them prepared, quote unquote, for my arrival.
Necessary and nice.
Get the
diabolical.
diabolical.
I agree. Diabolical.
Diabolical. that needs to come straight from my heart, from my soul.
You lazy motherfucker.
I'm lazy. Ronnie said,
That
get
is
that ass
lazy.
ready to be cleaned out.
I need the pillow
Your
princess.
handcuffs. Get the lube.
No, I like the
I like
foreplay.
that,
So
though. I think
no.
that's nice.
AI to do it?
I bet you
That's
do.
diabolical.
Yes.
No.
Why you can't tell them?
Because I don't got time.
You ain't got time.
You trying to drive?
you
You trying to
don't want
drive
it.
there? Say.
I'm already on the way.
I can't.
Okay. What's the number 7?
Number 7, do all the things I don't want to do with my partner.
Now, that's diabolical. Now, that,
No, it's not. Facts.
Like if your partner like the grocery shop, go to the grocery store. with my
Right.
partner.
Yeah.
Or they like to go to the gun range and you don't like being in that place.
See, I don't. I say diabolical because, not to change your segment, but I hate when people don't do stuff just because they don't want to do it with their partner. That's why y'all together, to learn each other, enjoy each other's stuff. Like, why not do?
You
it
got to
because
do
you don't-
things. Yeah.
I hate that.
Have
That
an open
really
mind.
irritates me.
Not somebody wants to see our socks.
Oh, socks?
What he say? I did
I got some
subscribe.
ankles on.
Thank you, Jazz Winder.
You gonna send us some socks to wear?
Child, you can.
They probably want them side.
Yeah.
All
like
right. Now everybody choose 3 of these.
To do what?
Only 3. If you had to choose 3, what would
Oh, for AI to do for you?
correct?
All right, go.
I go first. Cook dinner for me. Go to work for me. And the other ones I said was all diabolical, but I go with attend family functions because I'm not really family oriented no more.
Look, those are mine.
I got mine. Communicate. Number 1, communicate with my partner in the middle of argument. Number 6, talk dirty to my partner, get prepared. And number 3, go to work for me and give me a report.
You so lazy.
I know that's
Mine are the same as Meech. Go to work for me, attend family functions, and cook dinner.
Thank you.
I agree. Go to work for me, cook for me, and I'm gonna change mine to like resolving arguments with my partner. Cause
You're already
Communicate.
doing that.
yeah, I mean I'm already doing it, but I would like for it to be like actively doing it. So yeah, I don't want to deal with that. Like we already know that we're gonna get past this argument. So like. Turn your chat GPT on. I'm gonna turn mine on, and then that AI can talk to each other while we are
oh, that is funny.
getting the lube.
Wait, do y'all take arguments less serious because y'all know y'all not leaving each other?
No, they're still just as
They're still
serious.
just serious,
But I
okay.
think there's always
Just sidebar.
it's just more so of we both know that this isn't going to be the end, so
not a deal
we
breaker.
have to finish the argument.
Yeah.
Because otherwise now we're both looking at each other like, when you coming back? Like when is the real you gonna show back up? Because I'm tired of this when it's arguing.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah, mine are the same as Meech and Solomon. Look, cook for me, work for me, and yeah, family functions. Ooh,
Damn.
sorry, family.
All right.
Yes. Well, thank you for this iteration of Get Your Life, Play the Game. And let us know in the comments what you think AI could do for you. You know, next level. Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, on to the next segment. Solomon, what's going on with the menage a trois?
Are you
I was trying to answer Philly's question. Okay.
tell people what my socks are?
I was trying to tell Philly, no, Philly, we all got on either ankle socks or
Yeah.
Rodney got his toes out though,
The
if you
feet
like
is
that.
done, though.
Yeah.
So-
Okay.
right. Rodney got his toes out.
Like, can you see?
He ready for the weekend, huh? Yeah.
But if you would like to send us 5 pair of dress socks, we
We'll do a sock segment.
we might do a sock segment for you.
We show to you.
We will do it in our private viewing for a fee.
Green
There you
check.
go.
On Thursdays. On the fourth Thursday of every month.
All right, open listeners, before we get into the menage a trois, just remember that here at Open Relationship Podcast, we have open and honest conversations, and we are a safe space. Yeah, look, I'm taking after Rodney.
You getting right. Slow down.
Oh my god.
But we can agree to disagree, and we can still be heard. For this week, we are going to follow up from last week and have our Talk Me Through It segment, or Talk Me Through It series. And this week, as we're engaging in our sex talk, one of the questions for tonight is, describe a time when sex didn't go as planned. And what did you learn about yourself in that moment?
I go first. I remember
Not surprised.
I go first. Having sex with someone. Wait, read it. What's the question again? I'll make sure I answer correctly.
Describe a time when sex didn't go as planned.
Okay.
What did you learn about yourself?
Okay, so again, I was a hookup app, to be full transparent, and talking all dirty, nasty. I get there, I just wasn't turned on. I still went through it, and I hated myself for that because I didn't want to hurt their feelings. I was like, so imagine when Winnie had sex with that man on Wait to Exhale and saying, nah, I'm gonna keep it a damn zoo. That's how I felt. I felt nasty. I felt like I just let somebody use my body because I didn't want to hurt their feelings.
Oh wow.
Wow.
You believe that? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So what you learn about yourself that you
I learned about myself to now. From that point forward, I always say, just tell the truth. If I'm not into it, if I'm not physically, mentally there, I'm not doing it.
Okay.
all right. I'm staying out of this one,
Similar.
so.
I'm gonna say similar story though. Like similar story. My husband and I actually we had a little hookup. We had a little hookup situation, and a dating app. The guy comes over, and we normally have we like to have a little cocktail first or something.
How you treat your guests nice.
I treat my guests with respect.
See, we bring segments back on Open Relationship.
to bring that one back. But like, I think I can't remember if it was in the middle of it or what. Motherfucker just bust out crying. Like, crying. And
What?
then, of course, like now it's like the carnal in me is gone. Like like it's no longer sexual. Yeah, it's no longer sexual. I'm no longer turned on.
I ain't coming up for counseling.
Exactly, and it becomes like this whole like counseling therapy session.
In the bed.
Not with the dick inside. Counseling with the dick inside.
Because he was cheating on his boyfriend.
I was trying. I got that.
Because he was cheating on his boyfriend. Well, like that was one guilt. So guilt got him. Also, they were going through stuff. They had stuff happen. And it's like, oh, sweet baby, come here.
But he had ample time to think about that. I mean, before the entry point.
On the drive
Not an
there,
entry point.
maybe,
Right.
maybe not. Like, thinking back, maybe he had ample time, maybe he didn't. Maybe his mind was just foggy. Whatever it is, like he might have been trying to sex it away.
Maybe he was like, I remember when he used to hit that spot.
Damn.
That's diabolical. That's diabolical.
Turn off his mic.
but yeah.
Diabolical.
Or after he came over there, could he do an open relationship with his partner?
No,
No?
he came over. Like, I think that for him, it was more revenge. Like, you know what? You did this, so now I'm gonna go do this. And like, you did this, now I'm gonna go do
Back, they
this.
start crying.
We've all been there. We have all been petty like that.
I be like, is it good? I'm like, well, goddamn it, get out.
Scram.
That's rough.
That's mine.
Oh my god.
Meech, what you got?
Wait, I'm not going with this question. I'm passing on this one.
I don't like the question either.
I don't like the question.
Wow.
No, it's not that we don't like it. We just don't want to
Okay,
share
Solomon,
our
your turn.
experiences.
I think a time sex didn't go as planned was when I had an expectation of being a little bit more submissive, and I actually turned out to be more dominant, which actually surprised me. And I actually learned about myself in that moment that I actually like to be dominant.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm gonna let y'all skip
Yeah.
on this question.
No, I can answer
we can
it.
share a little.
Oh, for that honest.
Lame answer.
Like, no.
I know, lame ass
Forced.
story.
I would only say, okay, I would say this, okay, no names involved, right? So maybe like 2 years ago, I had,
What month was it, Frank?
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't fall for it, Wendy.
it was a couple,
Now she about to scroll through his social media.
oh, you don't find it there.
What month was it, Frank?
It was a couple years ago. It's not really that much detail, but a couple years ago, I had linked up with this very popular content creator.
Ooh.
And I was let down.
Damn.
I was not impressed.
Disappointed, right?
I was not impressed. I was not impressed. I was like,
They do what you
this
was
shit
in
look
one of
like
those little videos.
a
huh?
fucking wonderful time on the internet.
You know, I be wondering with content creators, like, how many takes do y'all have to do to get it right?
And I was
because
like, damn.
I've been tragically underwhelmed by a few content creators before, and it's like, oh, okay, it's like television. Like, y'all have multiple takes.
It's like stop and start.
Yeah.
Put scenes together. Yeah.
Interesting.
Damn.
Interesting.
That wasn't my story.
I'll tell y'all after we go off the show.
Well,
Let
My
me go
story-
unsubscribe right now.
yeah, we gonna find out.
I'm screaming. But they cool though.
Okay.
They cool now.
My story, this was when I was a baby gay. So it was my first time, bottoming.
Ooh.
And I basically decided to, I guess, get somebody back because they thought they were going to be my first time. And I wanted somebody else to do it that I was hooking up with.
Wow, you a
And so
tramp.
I put him before that person just on purpose.
Just
and it
like
was
a
horrible.
bottom.
And it was horrible.
Very trampy.
It was bad. It was
You sold out your
bad.
booty hole.
Yeah.
Literally prioritized. Like he get it first and then him.
Yeah.
You ain't the first nigga.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And
tell you
it
that
was
story
not a good decision.
It was not the right
It
decision.
wasn't the right decision.
But that's what
Was
you
it
wanted
messy?
at the time.
and no, it wasn't messy. It was
Oh,
just
damn.
it was just not
It was
pleasurable.
a bad
It
experience.
just,
Yeah.
it wasn't good.
Okay.
And then when we, I guess a week later, that person we actually did do the do. It was
Good.
good.
Wait, so you did it for the first time 1 week and did it right back again the next week?
Spinning the block.
Yeah.
With somebody else?
I was young.
You was a tramp.
I mean,
That ass was already.
it was, it was gearing up to be ready. It was gearing up to
Wait.
be ready.
Not
judge, I
kept
just
being
call
messy, and I get the hit he's trying to say.
What did he say? Let me see. What did he say? I can't see it. Where's it at?
Right here.
Meech has a concrete critter bit on your sister's YouTube channel.
Ooh.
Ooh.
No.
Wait.
But that's another story
Meech,
for
you got a
another day.
sister's YouTube channel?
No. He mean like a
Somebody
fellow
I-
podcast.
Somebody I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What was the turning point in your sexual confidence? How did you reclaim your body or desires?
Oh,
What was the turning point in your sexual confidence?
I lost 80 pounds and
Oh.
I just you couldn't tell me shit.
Clapping for that. I love somebody to take control of that. I love. I'm
So
good.
I just I got confidence by being confident in my physical appearance.
Nice.
I would say. Oh, what's somebody going?
Well, I was gonna because mine is the same as yours. Like I had lost 110 pounds when I initially lost weight.
That was big juicy back then.
Yeah.
You eat.
But let me tell you, when I was big, I still got it.
I can't.
That's not clapping.
But it was just one of those things where I started appreciating my body differently, and I started carrying my body differently. When you young, you got those man boobs, and then you hunch your shoulders over because you're trying to conceal your body, but then you lose the weight, and then you just start walking confidently. And
Yeah.
it's just one of those things where you just reclaim who you are.
Yeah.
Meech, what were you
Liberating.
gonna say?
So the question is, what is the turning point? I don't actually think I ever had a turning point because I waited well after high school, and everybody else was already having sex. So I had so many stories and had heard so many bad experiences and stuff like that. So by the time I had sex, I like went in knowing like, this is what I'm here to do.
You was prepared.
Yeah, like I had my mindset. I knew what the angles, and I knew all the stuff that was to be done. So I wouldn't say I had a turning point, but I would definitely say that like I owned it from the very beginning.
Meech took that master class.
Mine will be honestly around bottoming and being secure in it. Because I shared previously that when I bottomed, it was never pleasurable. It was just always to make the other person happy. I never enjoyed it till like this one time. This guy took this time to help me enjoy it.
He talked you through it?
He talked me through it. Talked me fucking through it. And I was like, I like this. I don't like this. Like he I saying you Randall. I hope they catch it in the mic. But it made me be more confident in bottoming. Like now I know what I like, what position I like. Cause some positions is not for me.
You arch your back?
Which one?
I don't like missionary.
Oh, so he does arch his back.
So you doing the bending?
I'm doing the arching.
You said I'm doing the arching.
Side note, Solomon, you had me going home last week talking about some good boy. I appreciate it.
Did it work out for you?
Openers, go back and watch the episode, please, if you didn't watch it, please. Okay.
Wally, what you got?
What's the question again?
What was the turning point in your sexual confidence?
I think the turning point for me probably was, I want to say 4 to 5 years ago. Like, I think it took that long for me. I feel like I was never fully secure in, I don't know, just the different positions, and I don't think I ever understood it. And I was just assuming like whatever people wanted, and I don't think I really took authority over my body and my desires. And I had a sexual experience when I said, I mean, the person was sexy and all of that, don't get me wrong, but it was just in the middle of this, I was just like, I actually don't want to do this.
So standing up for yourself.
Yeah, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna stop having sex with just whoever. Not to say that I was a hoe, but I'm just saying,
They already called you a tramp, so.
Well, and that's
I
fine.
love your honesty. I love that. For real.
Yeah, I mean, I was dating a lot of people. I was a serial dater, so it was just like, people would come along and you cycle through, whatever. But I really just took authority a few years ago and said, no, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to make sure that it's the experience that I want, and if I don't want it, then I'm not going to have it. You know? So
I love that.
I love it. All right, so for tonight, that is all that we have for the Menage a Trois.
All right. Well, you know what? Our segments is hitting tonight. Let me hope this letter is good.
Wait, I feel like we only did 2.
We
did
did
3 last time.
I know. I'm going to only do 2 because I want to make sure we get to this letter.
Yeah. Thank y'all. Well, welcome to your favorite segment, which is called The Letter. As you can see, Vanna White has how you can send your letter to us via email. You can send letters via 2 ways. You can email us at openrelationshippodcast@gmail.com, or you go to the website at openrelationshippodcast.com and send your letters and contact us, and we will read it. All right. So, we are here to give you advice. We're not trained therapists. Solomon is whatever. Give me yours. If you want to book him, I take 10% booking fee, and then I will source you out.
Stay whoring that man.
I stay pimping a hoe out. Not you, but you're not a hoe.
anymore.
Since when?
Nah, I ain't do that.
Since when? He's the hoe for that man, okay?
No, we like those type of.
There
We
you
support
go.
those type.
What's those type?
The type
I
to
mean,
stay
the other
out.
hoes need love too. Leave them alone.
All hoes matter.
Yeah.
But they can love
All
you.
hoes matter.
There you go. Don't come knocking on my house.
At
But
all.
yeah, but all right, openers, let me get to it. Dear Open Relationship Podcast, how do I tell my boyfriend that his best friend is annoying as fuck? Every time we hang out, this man turns into a third wheel with a bad joke and loud opinions. I'm all for friendship, but why do I feel like I'm dating both of them? I need help before I accidentally forget to invite him to everything. Be real. What would y'all do? Sign one man, not a trio.
Listen, I feel you. Where the camera at? The first thing you need to do is man and set your boundaries. Let them know that they are not a part of your relationship. They are a friend with the person you're in a relationship with. And don't feel bad for excluding them. Sometimes friends do not understand their boundaries. Just because you single and ain't got no man don't mean that your best friend is single and don't got no man. They with me, y'all not with me. I think you just tell it to them straight, but you can still be nice. If that's a friend of yours or a mutual friend, you can just be like, hey, listen, this is a date night. It is not a group date night. This is for our weekly check-in for what we got going on and making sure we're straight. We can still hang out with you, but it won't be today. That's what I would do.
It sounds like friend in love with your partner. That's what it sounds like to me.
No, don't get that.
No,
It get lonely.
no.
But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go.
Friends do live through
I
their
think
friends.
since it's your boyfriend's best friend, you need to tell your boyfriend to address his best friend.
Yeah.
And then you see if that don't work. Then I'm going to talk to the best friend. Every time I go out and date with my man, I don't want to see you. You are not my friend. We are not a third wheel. We are not fucking. And and the times around you is not enjoyable. So unless there's other friends around, please refrain from coming around me and my man. And then if my man don't accept that, then we gonna have issues at home.
Because what do your best friend got to report back to you if you already on the date?
I know. Know all the tea.
Yeah, you already know the tea. You can't even get no.
Let them breathe.
Like, best, I was there. I was with y'all. What they gonna talk about on the way home?
You like that steak? Ooh, that's nasty. He got blood in it. Medium well. Oh my God. Like I can just imagine.
So, all right, now because y'all have said all the real the first things that come off your mind, like, what if there's something different in there? Like what if it's an insecurity of your boyfriend? Because this is a boyfriend, not a husband. This is somebody, I'm not sure how long y'all have been dating, but a lot of times, like, I know people who legit, I've either they're going out on a date or they're dating or whatever, and they're just uncomfortable and awkward around people. But if they have their sidekick with them, you know, that's
they
their
loosen up.
that's their security blanket, safety blanket.
Grow up, boo.
But
Grow up.
it's a grow up, but it's also worth the conversation of like, hey, why is this guy around so much?
What does he do?
Like,
Is he there when y'all
what is
fucking?
he like?
What has he done for you lately?
Yeah, what is he doing? Like what is he doing? Because like, some people are just weird, not weird.
But I
Some
think-
people just feel
Weird.
awkward. And
Bring it into a
Why
group
you so
set.
queer?
A trio is so exclusive. Bring it into like when it's 7, 8 of y'all. You
Yeah.
can bring your best friend. A trio
No,
is
that's
so,
right.
is-
But what if I'm just awkward and it's like, you know what, I feel like I really like you, but you know,
That's their
my best friend is
boyfriend.
keeping
They
me
are
from being
dating
weird.
in a relationship at this point.
I'm going to say, well, you're not for me, beloved.
I mean, that's his boyfriend. That's his
I would
man.
have checked
though.
out too.
That's his man.
One time, twice he can come with us, but 3, 4 times.
Yeah.
Every time I pick up a
Once
car.
a quarter. Once a quarter. He can
Yeah,
come.
you're right.
I would bring a bad date option for him each time.
That's it.
Okay,
That's
Oh, I'm
each
definitely bringing a
time.
+1. You know what your job is.
That's how you
Right.
do
Then
it.
you
smoke him out. You
treat this like a 2-man.
You smoke,
this like
you
a
smoke him
2-man.
out like a rat. Yeah,
Yes,
every
smoke
time
him
you
out.
come with your man, you always bring a man for him. That you
Yeah.
know he not going. That way he'll eliminate himself.
Absolutely.
You know,
baby.
I'm gonna say, yeah, damn right. You gonna
Wally,
sit this
you
one
onto
out.
something.
My
That's
friend to take one for the team quick.
I like that.
That's too much work.
What you gonna do?
I actually just agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh,
I'll give you a gold star for this week.
Did you give yours, Wally? What did you say?
He just said it.
He just said.
Oh.
I did.
And you just complimented him.
Oh, shit.
You get no.
It's time to go open.
Yo, all right,
time?
we got to spit, swallow. What is it? Come on.
All right, opener. Thank you for
This is
joining
why we
the
do our
five
own parts of the
us.
show.
Thank you for joining the 5 of us as we swallow hard topics and spit difference of opinions.
Not the sound effect.
We need a full shot for the exit.
Wait.
We love y'all.
See y'all next week. That was fun.